Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Let us see if Ethereum can make it to 2K. Let me just post this a few places. Alright. How's everyone doing tonight? I literally just put my kids to bed like 5 minutes ago, so we gotta be quiet. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Ada. Ada is just a champ. Right on cue. Our little Ada parabolic move. Then we have blast off above $1. Actually, I got the notification and I saw $1.08 Ada, and I honestly thought it was a mistake. Like I thought I thought the app was glitching. Like I honestly did. Like I didn't even I didn't even think about it. Like I saw it, I was like, oh, 108, that can't be right. And then I put my phone down, and then I checked it like a minute later, and I was like, what? All right, are we gonna party like it's 1999? We got $7 to go. And again, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be super enthusiastic, but my kids are trying to fall asleep, so. All right, we're at 1993. Bitcoin is just ridiculous. I mean, it is it's actually close to our upper band up here. Doesn't mean we can't break it, of course. Like we could always theoretically break it and or go above it. I mean, it's only fit to 3 data points, but it is fairly symbolic to see it moving into the upper regression band, which it's not in yet. It still hasn't made it there yet. All right, we are at a 1993 Ethereum. If you just signed up for the premium list, check your promotions tab or spam. The welcome email usually goes there. Happy birthday, Katie. Courtesy of David Spencer. Yeah, there's a rumor. There is a rumor. Shabri says there's a rumor that if you hit the like button, Ethereum will go to 2K. So, there is a rumor going around. Yeah, I still own most of my Ethereum in ADA positions. By far the majority of them, in fact. All right, we are at 1993.99. Bitcoin is pushing back to 56. Ethereum is at 1994. Let's see if we can put in a 2K Ether. Ether Bitcoin. The funny thing is Ether Bitcoin doesn't even look that good, right? Like we're hopefully getting a 2K Ethereum while this is going down. Makes me wonder if this were to happen, where does Ethereum go? you know? We said this is a likely scenario where Ethereum just gets dragged to 2K by Bitcoin. And it's exactly what it's doing. Kicking and screaming, it's being dragged up by Bitcoin. Almost in 1995. I still hear my kids like they're still awake. Nobody better mention that altcoin that wakes them up or that makes them upset. Dot basically just exploded. I mean, kind of like ADA, in fact, they both just popped. Hedges, Ethereum hedges. We've said this all along. Doesn't matter if they end up taking over or not. It's the narrative. You're basically buying the narrative, not the futuristic, altruistic scenario where some cryptocurrency saves the world. You're buying the narrative. Thanks. The title was wrong. Someone mentioned it. Yeah, we mentioned that DOT and Bitcoin can move together. That's what we noticed. It seems like they do. Make sure you guys subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. We'll see if we can, in fact, make it to a 2K Ethereum. We'll obviously want to keep an eye on Bitcoin. These little knee-jerk reactions by Bitcoin are causing Ethereum to struggle a little bit. So the bottom of this regression is 57.7K, and the top is 85. Okay. That's what it ranges from right now. I'm not saying even if this is a local top, I'm not saying it's the market cycle top by any means. I mean, even if something like this were to happen where it comes up and then does come back down, I wouldn't say that's the market cycle top. It could just have to regather, regroup, and then trend up later. I mean, I do think there will be some hard days ahead in 2021 because we know that this momentum can't go forever. This is when the narrator, like you know, pauses the video and says, "But it did go forever." But we know that this momentum can't last the entire year, so likely that means there are going to be some hard days where things are going to go down. We got to draw our houses bigger now. We should be able to afford larger houses, right? Can these market conditions allow us to afford larger houses? We got to draw larger houses than we used to. It's our house. Of course, sometimes I have a habit of drawing these out too far. Well, that's only 10 minutes. This would be 36 minutes. This would be an hour 12. We can probably stay on stream that long as my kids don't freak out. You guys saw what Bitcoin did earlier, right? After it broke through some of those milestones, it just shot up. This is what I'm looking for Ethereum. You know, if it can break through 2K, I feel like it could start moving relatively quickly. Okay. Again, if you just joined, the reason why I'm not more enthusiastic is because my kids are trying to fall asleep right behind me, so I gotta be somewhat quiet. But remember, we've seen this before. These major milestones that we work up to, it can take a few attempts to break them, and then once we do break them, things can move quickly. So don't be surprised if we see that here on the stream if we're able to make it to 2K. We're currently at 1995. Everyone always asks me what my thoughts on Litecoin are. I mean, you know, the problem is that everyone gets so excited when Litecoin does anything. But I mean, look at the Litecoin Ethereum valuation, right? I mean, everyone gets excited when it goes up these little ramps back up. But against Ethereum, it's just so far a trend down. I mean, if you take a measure, we gotta watch Ethereum. Sorry, we can't miss a 2K Ethereum talking about Litecoin. I'm sorry. We're at 1996. Our all-time high is 1997 on Coinbase. I don't care what it is, other exchanges. We're using Coinbase. I don't care what it is on other exchanges. My wife does not want a Lamborghini. I actually mentioned to her that we should get one in the spirit of crypto, and she said we can't do that because it doesn't have room for car seats. And I told her that was not a bug, it was a feature. She was not amused. All right, new all-time high. 1997, 1998. We're about to party. 1999. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you want to see a 2K Ethereum. Subscribe to the channel. We have 1,993 viewers, and the price of Ethereum is 1998. The piranhas are eating. The piranhas are nibbling. I kind of hope it goes above 2K and shoots and gets up before it gets to the house, and then maybe we can come back down to the house. We'll see if we make it. We're $2.50 away. Looks like the main thing holding it back right now is Bitcoin's bleeding a little bit. Probably because people are taking profits and whatnot. If they think it's slowing down, maybe they're then converting it over to Ethereum. Sorry, we'll look at more speculative stuff in a minute. We just got to watch the chart, right? I mean, what else is there to do? There's only one time Ethereum will cross $2,000 for the first time, and I'm hoping we're about to see it happen. And then if Ethereum's worth 10K later, we can come back and watch the video of reminiscing over when it broke 2K. We can draw a chimney. You have to... I don't really know where to draw it, though, because we haven't broken through yet. We can always redraw it later. Whoops. Draw it here. This is our chimney. This road to 2K has been quite the journey. I mean, less than a year ago, we were looking at the price of Ethereum and it was less than $100. In March of 2020, it was less than $100. And now, in February of 2021, we're on the cusp of breaking $2,000. All right, new all-time high, 1998.45. The piranhas are going still. All right, we're almost at 1999. Bitcoin is holding up. We want Bitcoin to hold up. We're almost there. $1998.82. Bitcoin still looks healthy at 55.8. 1999. We can party. We can party now. It's 1999. Can I get a 2K Ether? Can we get a $2,000 Ether? Let's get a $2,000 Ether. I might need to move my chimney, like over here. If it breaks through, it might start moving really quickly. Maybe we should move our chimney right here. I mean, we'll see if it breaks. Oh, there it goes. 1999.92, 1999.95, 1999.99. Let the piranhas have it. $2,000. We made it. A $2,000 Ether. Alright, they're gonna sell. They're selling. Let them go. We gotta wait. We gotta let them eat through it. It can take a little bit. We saw this earlier with with Bitcoin. It can take a little bit to eat through it. It's a good day. ADA is above $1. DOT's over 37. Link is still at 34, but Link will come through in the clutch when we need it to. It will likely come through in the clutch. This is a big milestone. My guess is we might spend less time between 2 to 3K than we did 1 to 2. Things can move quickly. There it goes. There it goes. The sell wall was eaten through. We're moving up. 2002, 2003. We gotta move our chimney over. It's coming up the side of the house. Coming up the side of the house. You see, you can't even see it because it's like right on the line that I drew. $2004. Let's start moving. $2005. Someone says time for a dump. I don't know what world you're living on. This is time for a pump right now. 2008. We're moving through everyone's birth year. Everyone's birth year. Bitcoin still holding up okay at 55.8. This is a big moment. I mean, this is a really big moment. Because I do think that Ethereum will go much further than 2K this cycle, but breaking 2K I feel like is fairly symbolic. I like how you guys can't even see the price because it's literally right on this little line that I drew, and then it curved over, and then the bar is literally riding up this line. You guys can't even see it, can you? There you can, now you can see it. Oh, we gotta move our chimney. We gotta move our chimney. We might have to move our chimney over. We're currently at 2014. And Bitcoin's holding strong. This is what we want to see. We're about to go the length of the chimney at 2020. I think we have to move our chimney over. We'll put our chimney here on the side of the house. Maybe we can make it a little wider. All right, we'll let that go for a little, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna speculate. Let's look at our parabolic move here. So business as usual, right? Nothing too crazy. Remember what we said. If Ethereum continues to emulate Bitcoin from when Bitcoin broke through its prior all-time high, we are essentially what we're looking at. So Bitcoin broke through here. So this one was 22%. This one was 12. This one was 26. So 22, 12, 26. Let's go look at Ethereum. This one. So it was 23, right? Same thing. Bitcoin was 22, Ethereum was 23, followed by, for Ethereum, followed by a 12 for Bitcoin, 12, then 26. So if Ethereum is able to do a 26% on this weekly candle, which ends in 2 days, then it would end the week at just between $2,200 and $2,300. So basically, if it continues to emulate Bitcoin, it would end the week at a modest $2,200 to $2,300, right? I'm not saying you need to like get out of bed and write home about it, but I'm saying that it would be a modest $2,200 to $2,300 Ethereum if that were to happen. But we are just systematically going up our parabolic curve here for Ethereum. The same thing that we're doing for ADA. I mean, ADA's a champ. Look at this move, breaking out right on point here. Pretty nice to see. And DOT, business as usual, folks. Business as usual. Sometimes you just gotta let them run, right? Sometimes you just gotta let them run for a while. And I think, and as I've said many times, for this cycle, for me, I mean, I have a lot of positions, right? I have positions in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, ADA, and DOT. But I like to have one project where I just kind of throw money into, and I just kind of forget about it. And it's nice because you can stake it fairly easily. You earn more DOT, the price of DOT goes up. You can earn interest. The value of the interest goes up because the valuation of DOT's going up. It's like a well-oiled machine, my friends. I'm just, letting this one ride for a while. It's already up 10x. It's already up 10x. What's another 10x among friends, right? What's one more 10x? If we could go another 10x this market cycle on DOT, I'd be a happy guy. Let's just say that. If we can do another 10x. Who else would be happy if DOT could put another 10x in this cycle? Look at this. So Bitcoin pulled back a little bit by $300 or so. Ethereum still looks pretty strong. Back down through the chimney, coming up the side of the house. I should have just left the chimney. Look, I should have just left the chimney where it was. It was already in the perfect position. I guess that's what I get for redesigning my house. Should have hired a contractor or something. They probably would have told me it was a bad idea to move the chimney. Can we move the chimney back? Is that a thing? Can we move it back? Get the work done properly. Should never do work on your house by yourself. This is what happens. You end up moving the chimney, and then you should have just left it alone, right? You should have just let it be where it was originally rather than moving it. ADA and DOT are fairly close to flipping Tether. I mean, give them a percent or two, right? And they'll flip it. All right, we're now in 2023, 2024. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up if you like the content, and click on the bell icon to turn notifications on. But definitely subscribe if you guys like the content. On the live streams, we kind of just do a bunch of garbage stuff. We actually do have useful videos on the channel that are hopefully different than what you'll find elsewhere. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see useful content when we're not doing live streams. But I mean, how do we not live stream a 2K Ethereum? This is a party. This is a party. Now remember, everyone likes to get ahead of themselves. I bet you someone probably already scheduled their Forbes interview at this point. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let us take this one step at a time. What we said is that there is a decent chance that Ethereum gets dragged to 2K by Bitcoin. Okay? This is what we said. We have also said that as long as Bitcoin remains in price discovery mode, this is more likely to trend down. So, we find ourselves in a position right now, Ethereum is above 2K, but Bitcoin is still in price discovery mode. Its all-time high is about $1,000 higher than where it currently is. So Bitcoin remains in price discovery mode. This Ether valuation against USD is starting to pick up a little bit, but again, it's not that impressive of a move yet. Let's look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart is still down, okay? So Bitcoin remains the showstopper for now, until we see this definitively turn back around. And we don't actually have to come to the bottom before turning around. We said that, you know, maybe this will be a wick where we come back and then turn back around and head back up. Are we on to a new neighborhood? Looks like Ethereum might be heading to a new neighborhood soon. It looks like its all-time high is now 2040. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I mean, I really do. These market conditions in crypto don't last forever, so don't assume they do. They don't, but they're really fun when they're here, right? They're really fun. You can make a lot of money. A lot of times, fortunes will be won and lost during these types of market conditions. Do everything you can to make sure you're the one winning fortunes and not losing them. That's the main advice I would give. Try to make sure you're the one gaining the fortune, not losing it. I saw a funny I gotta show you guys this. What do you guys think? Someone posted this in the Telegram group. Can anyone identify with this? Crypto class of 2017. Crypto class of 2020. What do you guys think? Does that hit home? Yeah, I still didn't get a new chair. Yeah, that's a good point. Sad Boy says 2017 was a good lesson for many of us who bought the accumulation for this bull cycle. I think that's about right, right? I think there was a lot of people who learned their lesson, right? This is what's going to happen. This is what happens every cycle in crypto. People FOMO in up here, and then they're left scratching their head while it comes down. And they're like, how can this be? How can this be? Like, it seemed like such a sure thing. My thinking is that a lot of times it takes a bubble to bring in these new people, okay? Because they're not going to come without the bubble. The bubble brings the new people. It's, usually it's just dumb money, right? But the dumb money is basically making the smart money that got in early wealthy. So the dumb money comes in, and some of this money up here ends up being the money that capitulates. And then they rejoin over here. Okay? That's the dumb money, basically dumb money making the same mistake. But some people learn from their mistakes. They buy up here, it goes down, and then they think, okay, I made a mistake. Doesn't mean that it's not going to go higher. It just means that I came in at a bad time. And then you recognize it for what it is, and you say, okay, well, I made a mistake, but I recognize that now I'm coming in the accumulation region. And next time, you'll be ready, right? Next time, you won't be the money FOMOing in at a level that's like up 1,000x from the bottom, right? I mean, if you look at the market cycle bottom last cycle, this would have been up a modest 320,000%. 320,000%. Who is the guy buying when it was up 320,000% in 2 years? So you learn your lesson, you become the smart money, and you keep on going, and you learn how the cycles work. And then you just try to educate as many new people that come into the space, like if they come in at futuristic bad times and then they get wrecked, you basically show them that, okay, well, maybe you didn't handle this the best this time, but next time you'll be ready, right? Next time you'll be ready. So, just my observation. And by the way, there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with being the dumb money at some point in crypto. I think most people, when they enter crypto, they are the dumb money, right? That's just the way it is. I've been dumb money before, but you live and learn, and you don't make the same mistakes twice. Okay, so you live and learn. A lot of times, again, I would say it's the parabolic moves that has to get your interest in the first place. I don't think a 26K entry into Bitcoin is dumb money. I mean, it would have been higher than I would have wanted my cost basis to be, but I don't consider it dumb money if that was your first time buying Bitcoin. I've said all along, if I didn't have Bitcoin, I would still buy it today, right? I would just regularly DCA it, even at these levels. It's too risky not to have for the duration of the market cycle. So, I mean, if it was your first time buying Bitcoin, I don't think you can say that it's necessarily dumb money. I think we still have a long ways to go this cycle. It's going to be bumpy. It's going to be up and down. But if you bought Bitcoin at 26K and it was your first time buying, then I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Nice for buying Ethereum at 230. Yeah, we did a video on it at 235, saying like the accumulation phase of a lifetime. Never did I imagine that a year later we'd be at 2000. Someone says he's been DCAing into the market for the last 2 years. Should you stop now? I think that depends on what your goals are, what your risk tolerance is. I mean, if you don't really need the money and you don't really care what the price does in the short term, then I don't think there's really anything necessarily wrong with buying at 2K. But it depends on what your risk tolerance is, and are you okay with, what are you okay with? Um, so I mean, I think that's ultimately up to you. I do think we're still relatively early on in the cycle, but I do think there will be some nasty dumps along the way. It's not just going to be sunshine and roses, um, constantly like it has been for the last few months. There probably will be some dumps along the way, and as long as you don't care about that, and you have money to burn and you want to put it in crypto, then more power to you, right? Yeah, you have to consider short-term capital gains taxes. I hate paying short-term capital gains. I try to get it to long-term. So a lot of times I'll try to, the crypto positions, I try to make them get to long-term capital gains if I can. Well, I mean, one reason I think we still have a ways to go is looking at this chart. It shows the the total cryptocurrency market capitalization. This is not just Bitcoin. This is the entire cryptocurrency market cap. You can see that I can't imagine calling this a top, right? I mean, if you look at these, yes, they're getting lower, but this would be a huge drop. If we continue up a few trillion dollars, then we might have to start thinking about it. But if this just kind of goes up and then comes back down and continues on, I don't think that's necessarily a market cycle top. It might be a local top for a while. I mean, we had something in 2013, right, where we did this. We came up, and then we kind of cooled off for a while, and then we went up again later. So right now, maybe we're in this first move theoretically, or you could argue that it's completely different because we already had a 2019 move. But if you ignore the 2019 move, maybe it looks like that. And if you look at the valuation divided by the fair value, you can see there are some similarities between this cycle and this one, right? Like down, back up, down, back up, down, blast off, down, back up, down, back up, down, blast off, right? A lot of similarities between this cycle and this one. What do I think about the theory that this could be the last cycle for Bitcoin? I mean, people were saying that last cycle too. I mean, if anyone was here in 2017, that people were saying it back then. They're like, "Oh, this is the last cycle for Bitcoin." Should we do some dubious price speculation? I think we should do some dubious price speculation. Maybe if we get to 2,000 likes, we'll do some dubious price speculation. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, by the way. If you guys like the content, definitely subscribe. Everyone always tells me, oh, you should have more subscribers like the other channels. Well, subscribe. We're only at 126, 126,000. Let's get to 130,000. We're still putting in rookie numbers. Someone says someone says you liked the video twice. I guess you accomplished nothing then if you hit the thumbs up button twice. How long have I been in crypto? I guess it depends on what you mean by how long have I been in crypto. I first learned about it in 2011 when I took a cryptography class because my undergrad was in mathematics and I took cryptography. I did not invest in Bitcoin in 2011, but I did learn about it in 2011. I didn't have any money because I was in college. I didn't have any money to invest in it back then. I don't think, I've said this before, I don't think yet this is the Ethereum tsunami. Okay, you cannot characterize a tsunami, an Ethereum tsunami, as losing value against Bitcoin. So, we cannot characterize this as an Ethereum tsunami. History would laugh at us. History would laugh at us if we said that this is an Ethereum tsunami and then in the future we're looking back at this video and we're like, what is this guy smoking? Like, to say that this is an Ethereum tsunami when its valuation against Bitcoin's going down? No, this is not. If this happens, this would be an Ethereum tsunami. This is not. This is not one. All right, let's do some dubious price speculation. I said we needed to get to 2,000 likes. We're at 1,687 likes. What's a few hundred likes among friends? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's do some dubious price speculation. We'll do that. We'll start with the normal stuff. I feel like you guys somewhat like that. And then we'll go from there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the price of Ethereum. And we're going to say, well, where are we extended on 20-week? We always go back to the 20-week. You guys know the 20-week is near and dear to my heart. Let's look at it. Overextension from the 20-week. Okay, why do we look at this? Well, my friends, it is because I must have thumbnails with my face on them for more subscribers. See, that's the thing. I don't want to. Like, I know that if I did that and I made those like shocking looking faces, I could get more subscribers, but these are not the type of subscribers I want to attract. I would rather have higher quality subscribers than have the types of subscribers that are always clicking on these videos that really don't relay any useful information other than to scream at you for 30 minutes and show you their leverage trading links. The reason we look at this is because we want to look at we've seen it with Bitcoin, right? The level of overextension from the 20-week moving average. As we have shown, again, it's not going to last forever. Let's go ahead and put that out there. But generally decreasing in terms of volatility from the 20-week, right? Generally decreasing. So for Ethereum, we got some roof support. Hopefully we made this roof strong enough. You guys think we made it strong enough? Anyways, same idea. So this again is the natural log of the price divided by the 20-week SMA, the 20-week SMA. So we just got to figure out where our 20-week is. Where's our 20-week? It's at 886.51. So the log of the price divided by 886.51 equals, what does it equal? Well, if we go up here, 1.14. We could go up to 1.14 and still say we're still seeing diminished volatility. 1.14. Where the hell does that put us? 1.14. It puts us at a modest, almost $2,800 Ethereum. So look at this. Look at this structural engineering right here. You guys see that? So Ethereum could go to $2,800 this week. I'm not saying it will. I don't think $2,800 is going to happen. What I'm saying is if it went to $2,800 this week, it would still obey this theoretical law, okay, or theory. Let's say a theory, not a law. It's a theory. So it would obey it. Even at $2,800, it would obey it. If it were to go there, I don't think. Well, I don't want to say too much. I don't think this week is necessarily the local top. I'm hoping that we get at least a couple more weeks out of this, maybe more. Maybe it goes on longer than we expect. But if it were, let's say it extended out for 3 weeks, okay? And if we assume the 20-week moving average is going up by a modest $40 a week, that's another $120. That puts us at $1,000 for the 20-week moving average in 3 weeks. So if the 20-week moving average in 3 weeks is $1,000, and we go to the valuation of 1.14, that puts Ethereum over 3K. And so we could go to 3K and still maintain this long-term downtrend. Okay, we could go to 3K and say 3 weeks and still maintain this downtrend. Now the other thing we can do is we can put on our regression rainbow and show our next regression band that we would like to see. Note that we've come up to this yellow one a few times and we hesitate before blasting off past it. Came up here, hesitated for 3 weeks, then blasted off. Maybe 2 weeks. Came up here again, hesitated for a while, and then blasted off. Same thing here. We came up to it, we sort of hesitated at it for a little bit, starting to blast off through. So what I'm hoping, that you remember the $2,800 we mentioned? A $2,800 Ethereum in the short term would get us to the top of this band. Okay, that's where $2,800 would get us. This is what I'm hoping for. This would be gravy on top for me. Okay, now again, I'm not saying that that's like a market cycle top or anything. Even if we go there in the short term, you can look last cycle. Look at last cycle. We came up to the purple band, and then we came all the way back down to the green, and then all the way back up to this band, and then back down to the purple, and then further up. Okay, so these were had different slopes over here, but this cycle, imagine I don't know what's going to happen, right? I don't really have any idea what's going to happen, but if we go up, let's imagine we go up to say here, and then maybe we come back down a few regression bands, and then we continue on, right? That would somewhat emulate what we did last cycle. We're not saying it's going to emulate exactly what it did last cycle, but we don't necessarily want to take anything off the table. So just something to consider. So to me, I would like to see Ethereum at least navigate through the orange band if we can. Momentum is hard to stop, and this is a really strong train. I would like to see us push through here. If we make it up here, we're looking at a 5K Ethereum. I don't know if that's going to happen in the short term. I mean, if these types of market conditions extend for like 2 or 3 more months, then a 5K Ethereum is certainly possible. If they extend for maybe a few more weeks, then it becomes more questionable whether a 5K Ethereum is possible before a more significant correction, and then we kind of have to work our way back up. So this is sort of what I'm looking at right now. Putting in our new peak on the Ethereum mountain range. Ooh, is our structural engineering going to hold? Look at this. We gotta see if it holds here. Hopefully the carpenter didn't slack off. We gotta see if this holds. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I don't know why you're not subscribed yet, but make sure you subscribe if you like the content. Give the video a thumbs up. We're still not at 2,000 likes. Our like to viewer ratio is absolutely abysmal. Make sure you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, turn on the alerts. By the way, we also, just a reminder, we have a Telegram channel. I should have already mentioned it. We're almost at 17,000 members. You guys should check it out. I'll post it in the chat. You can find it in the description below as well. Check out the Telegram channel, and also check out the premium list if you want access to the exclusive content. You can check that out. Weekly reports, weekly videos, risk dashboard, premium Telegram alerts channel, and chat room. We'll post that. You can lock in the lower rate if you join the sale. All right, what else are we talking about? Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin is back at 56, so Bitcoin has pushed back up a little. Let's go to the, okay, let's remove all this. Let's go to the minute time frame. So Bitcoin is still in price discovery mode. Remember, Bitcoin has the right to reclaim all bullishness from Ethereum anytime it wants if it starts to get super volatile again. So remember that. And that's why I'm saying this is not yet an Ethereum tsunami, because Bitcoin remains in price discovery mode. And you can see the Ethereum Bitcoin valuation is still not, I mean, this is still red, right? This is still decreased, it's still going down. Looks like Ethereum's coming down a little bit while Bitcoin's going up. You see, this is a good example, right, of Bitcoin pushing up over the last, few minutes while Ethereum pushes down. Yeah, Link is starting to move. It's at 35.40. We can pull it out. Dot's also putting in good numbers. Dot is moving. If you guys notice, when Bitcoin moves, Dot tends to move. I'm really happy I hold Dot. And I mean, to be honest, I have my entire position. I've not sold any of my Dot tokens that I was accumulating, earlier last year. I kind of just like staking it and letting it earn. Let it earn, bring it in, right? Bring the interest in. Wake me up later on. I mean, I still don't think a $38 dot is anything to get out of bed for. But, I mean, if this continues, it's not like it's going to take that long before it's worth getting out of bed for. Yeah, Bitcoin is stealing a little bit of the show here. Let's look at the dominance, actually. What's the dominance looking like? Still weekly red. So the dominance has not definitively turned around yet. Hopefully our engineers also were showing support here as well and making sure they secured the roof. What else do I invest in besides crypto? Equities, mostly equities, to be completely honest. How did I know the exact place to put the roof? It's just house TA. It's just house and garage TA. This is what we do on the channel. We show how this TA is so much better than other TA. These guys must be new. They don't know what house TA is. Someone says we're gonna crash into the garage. Are we is this where we're headed? Bitcoin's starting to, the dog is coming out. When the dog comes out, the cat will hide. Ethereum being our cat, Bitcoin being the dog. The dog's coming back out. 56,138. The all-time high for Bitcoin is now 56,602 or so. 56,596. It depends on what exchange you're using, of course, but generally that is where the all-time high is. Let's look at Ethereum. Is our roof structure still holding up? It looks like it is so far. Do the indicators come with the premium? Yeah, you do. You get the regression stuff. There's like a little form you fill out, and you get access to the TradingView indicators. Yeah, someone mentioned they want to look at DXY. This is where we chop sideways, okay? This is what the move above the bull market support band here is what ushered in the bear market for crypto. So if you want crypto to continue going up, you likely do not want it breaking above this band that's coming down. Okay, so this band that's coming down here, if you want crypto to continue just remaining hot, you want this to stay below, most likely. As long as it stays below more or less, then crypto is still likely doing okay. It's not necessarily something you can take to the bank, right? I mean, I don't, it's not going to correlate perfectly by any means, but none of this is financial advice, by the way. Can we take a moment to thank the carpenter that built this house and had us hold as support not one, not two, but 3 times. 3 times. it held as support. That guy's a smart guy, whoever built that house. It's only a matter of time before a house and garage TA takes over. Which has more potential, Link or Dot? I don't know. This is why I have both of them. Who cares, right? This is why we just have both. Um, yeah, we can take a look at Link. My thinking is that Link will ultimately come through in the clutch. When the market is down, Link will save us from having a completely awful portfolio that day. But with that said, Link is pushing up. We're at 35.3. So, nothing to get out of bed for. But something to take note of, right? I still remember it was like 6 weeks ago. People were sending me nasty emails telling me, "Oh, you said Link was too risky not to hold when it went to $8." What do I say to these guys? I'm not starting. I have no plans on starting a crypto hedge fund. Sounds like a nightmare of paperwork that I don't want to deal with. Can I summarize what we covered so far? We mainly just covered our typical house TA for Ethereum, noting that Ethereum tends to go up and down, but it mainly goes up. Pretty much gets you caught up on this stream. Dot is still working here, $38. Maybe we'll usher in a $40 Dot. By the way, I really wish I did not miss this, but look at this. Look at these ADA 1 minute candles. We're gonna have to write this off as a key missed opportunity. Imagine how awesome it would have been if we were streaming when this happened for ADA, and it just literally just exploded up to like 110 from all the way down here at like 91 cents. Man, that was a key missed opportunity. Have I read all the books behind me? Not all of them, but a lot of them are just textbooks from college. And some of them are my wife's, some of them are mine. Joe says, "Don't worry, Ben. He was watching Ada." Well, at least someone was. I was actually at the grocery store with two of my kids, and I came back and I pulled up my phone, and I saw like a $1.08. I saw like a 108.8. I was like, what the hell is that? And I honestly just like put my phone down and just thought it was a glitch. I'm like, there's no way in hell 8 is at 108. I'm like, when did the battle for $1 occur? And I like then I pulled up the phone a few minutes later. And I was like, what? And then I checked it on a couple different places, and I was like, oh, I guess it is a dollar. It's a dollar 08, 108. Any crypto investing book I recommend? No. Probably most are not useful anyways. Can I explain how to take profits? Sure. You transfer your crypto to the exchange, and then you click sell. Um, okay, so dot is at 38. Let's see. So Link is still stuck at 35. I kind of hope I just wake up one day and Link's at $40. Does anyone else hope that? Just kind of hope up I wake up one day, Link's at $40, and then we can just talk about a $50 Link on the horizon. But right now we're still stuck at 35. Um, Uni's doing okay. Uni's starting to move a little bit. It's up to 21.78. Um, I kind of hope ADA starts moving again because I completely missed this, right? Like the first time I saw that it was doing anything was here. And ever since I looked at it, it's just like trending down. Like this. Yeah, if you're shilling your indicators, you're gonna be removed here. Someone says it's someone says it's going down because I didn't put a house there. Might be too late to build one now. I think it might be too late to build it. You gotta build the houses before we break through. It's coming down now. We can't build it now. I still think I feel like 8 is going to break it. I mean, I hope it breaks its prior all-time high, right? A buck 38. We're like what, 35 cents away? We can do that. I feel like we can make it there. No, we're not doing super chats, Caleb. You can go tip someone else. I don't know. We're just kind of navigating above our garage right now. Our garage top is at 2011. So hopefully if we fall to our garage, hopefully we hold that. Talk about uni. Yeah, I mean it's let me pull it up over here. Uni. So this is one I am bullish on. I've said before I think it belongs in the top 20. It might poke its head in the top 10 occasionally, but I think it's a top 20 coin. We said that when it launched. Same thing, right? Accumulation phase for uni, and that was at $3. Now it's at 21. It's not my top, it's not like my top coin, like one of the top coins that I have that I really am hoping does well, but I do have a position in this one. So, I mean, I don't really have much to say on it other than I think that it'll do well when altcoins are doing well, generally speaking. What's the game plan during the next bear market? You guys know what the game plan is, right? Let me find it. You guys know what I'm gonna play? Dang it, I can't find it. Oh, here it is. This is the game plan during the next bear market.
Buy Bitcoin.
This is my 4-year-old.
Buy Bitcoin.
So that's the game plan during the next bear market. Advice coming from my 4-year-old. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like, look at this wick. Straight down to the roof. Straight down to the roof. Let's just hope the garage is as structurally sound as the roof. Remember, we have a Telegram channel you guys should join. We have almost 17,000 people in there. I'm going to link it here in the comments if you guys want to join. You can also find it in the description below. We also have another channel called Into the Cryptocosm. So if you guys are wanting to go talk about your pet project microcap coins, you take it there. Don't put it in the main chat. Take it to Into the Cryptocosm. I just linked it in the comments. So if you got an altcoin you want to shill, you go there. And remember, there is the premium list if you guys want to sign up for that. We are having a sale right now. You get access to the weekly reports and videos, the risk dashboard, and more. Well, I mean, we have accomplished a lot, right? We partied like it was 1999. Ethereum broke 2000. We've watched DOT reclaim $38. ADA is still above $1. Link is above 35. I'd say all in all, it's a pretty good day, right? It's not much, but it's honest work. So I think, I mean, if we just keep coming to work every single day, hopefully this will continue for a while. We do have a stock one, well, a Telegram. It's called Into the Equityverse. I'll link it here if you guys want to join it. We only have like 700 members, but if you guys want to join it, you can. I just put it in the comments. Lauren says she has buy Bitcoin stuck in her head. I'd say this was 4 successful tests of the house roof. So we've moved past the house roof. Now if we go down, our support will be the garage. Yeah, we might not get an Ethereum tsunami for a while, right? We said it could take weeks or months potentially. I mean, as long as Bitcoin remains in price discovery mode, we're not getting one. It's as simple as that. Do I have a next target for ADA? I mean, probably 138. 138 was like the prior all-time high, so I would be looking to around the 138 mark. You know, definitively breaking through 140 would be okay. We're at a new all-time high. So, how much further do we have to go? So for ADA to put in a new all-time high, it needs to go up another, let's say 33%. So a modest 33% will get ADA to a new all-time high. No, it did not. Someone asked if ADA broke the ADA Ether milestone. No. Not yet. It actually moved back into it and then right back out. So it has not broken through it yet, no. Still the same spot. Yeah, we'll pull up VeChain for a minute. I mainly just look at the VeChain Ethereum ratio because that's all I really care about. See? Same thing. I don't know, hopefully it heads up. I don't know. We don't really talk about VeChain as much on the channel. I think tomorrow we'll do a live stream just for the premium list. That way we can sort we can actually get to more useful questions. I should do more of those anyways. Um, do I own any privacy coins? Yes. Do I think other coins are going to catch Ethereum's market cap? Probably not. Not this cycle, I don't think. But you never know. We just have the premium list. We just do some. It's not really courses, right? It's not. It's not really. I don't like teach you. I'm not like teaching you courses. All right. I like how Ethereum came back down just to test the integrity of this roof one more time. Let's look at this. I mean, look at this. Look at this wick. I mean, it literally stopped right at this line. I mean, come on. You're gonna tell me House TA doesn't work? Look at that wick. Right to the line. To this little squiggle. Alright, so Bitcoin has come back down a little. I don't know, we'll probably call it soon. The market's kind of cooled off a little bit. We've been going for an hour and a half, so that is hopefully making a run at 40 bucks in the not so distant future. This is a great trend. You know, it's been to the top of this here twice. If it goes to the top again, it would actually put it around 60 bucks. Imagine that. I don't know if DOT will retrace for a buying opportunity. I mean, what we've noted before is that the 20-day moving average has been a great place to pick some up, right? Over here, and here, and this wick. So if you see it go to the 20-day, which I don't know if it will, that might be an opportunity. Right now, the 20-day is all the way down at 25.39. I mean, it's obviously moving up every day, but we're nowhere near the 20-day right now. It's $13 lower than the current price. Someone says dot flips tether. We'll see. There you have it. Yep, dot is above tether. ADA needs to pick up the slack and flip it too. Alright, maybe we should call it here. You guys think this is a good place to call it? I mean, we accomplished a lot. The markets are kind of chilling where they have been for the last 30 minutes or so. Not a whole lot has changed. We certainly don't want to go for hours. Maybe we'll do this again tomorrow. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, we'll wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Turn on your notifications. If you guys like the content, you can check out some of the Telegram groups. I'll link them in case you guys want to join. And remember, there's also the premium list altcoin season sale going on. And if you want to find that, you can find it in the description below, or you can find it in the comments, and I'll post it in a minute. You get access to the weekly reports and videos, the alerts channel, the risk dashboard. Well, we do some premium only live streams. We'll probably do one tomorrow actually, because I want to do more of those. So make sure you guys check it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We have a $2,000 Ethereum. We've waited a long time. Here we are. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Subscribe.